It's all about safety, privacy, and supporting you.
It's important for me to get tested to make sure I'm not only protecting myself, but them as well.
It's not a hoax. People get infected every day and it's back on the rise. It has uniquely affected the BIPOC communities. So indigenous communities, African heritage communities in a major way. And so why not be proactive and set up stage in these parts of the town where people don't have a lot of access.
We work with our community partners who are trusted agencies in the community, like the NAACP, like ACO, to learn from them what makes a testing site safe, welcoming, accessible.
So when would you recommend someone to get tested?
Really, any time is okay to go get tested. It's always possible that we've been exposed, and so there's no harm in checking. But it's especially important to get tested if you know that you've been around someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, because they may have passed it along to you. Or if you're experiencing symptoms such as a fever, a sore throat, runny nose, loss of taste, headaches, body aches, those kind of things.
Is there a cost for testing, or do you have to have symptoms in order to go get tested?
You can show up, you don't need to have any symptoms, and it's completely free.
Hi Deanna, my name is Rillis. I'm a public health nurse and I'll be doing your COVID-19 swab today. I'll insert the swab into your nostril, I'll rotate it for about 5 seconds. There you go, all done.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad at all.
As a community leader, why do you feel it is important for people to get tested?
Because I do engage a lot with people, it's important for me to get tested to make sure I'm not only protecting myself, but them as well.
It's not a hoax. People get infected every day and it's back on the rise. And so I would say, make sure that you know where you're at with this virus. Just knowing that information could save a life.
And at the end of the day, why not?
One thing that is guaranteed by law that public health is in place for is to provide essential services for people. So if you've tested positive for COVID-19, public health is here to assure that, for example, you have shelter, that you have clothing, that you have food, that you have your medications. If you have a pet, that your pet has food.
So what happens with my information when I go to get tested? Where does it go, or who is that information available to?
When you get tested, your personal information is strictly private. So you'll produce your sample will go to a lab, it'll be tested, and then after the test, whether the test is negative or positive, you are notified.
So folks in BIPOC communities, your information's safe. We want to make sure you're healthy, and we want to make sure you stay healthy and your family's healthy, your kids are healthy, your grandkids are healthy, their kids are healthy. We want to make sure that we get a handle on this virus. It's very serious and it spreads like wildfire, and we need to get a handle on this.
We encourage you to get tested if you're feeling sick or if you have been around someone who's tested positive for COVID-19.
Together, we can make our community safe.